out of his mouth. I wonder, did this man really go to law school?
There are plenty of voters who still hold Cruz's actions during Winter Storm Uri against him, such as Nicole and Michael McCarthy, who spoke at the Baker Ripley Center in Houston's East End.
I just don't think that Ted Cruz has the best interest of any Texan at heart. I think Ted Cruz runs for Ted Cruz. And honestly, I know it was, 3 years ago that he went to Cancun during Snowvid, but that really says a lot.
We still remember freezing in our apartment, seeing pictures of Ted Cruz going to Cancun. I know there are bigger issues at stake, but I don't think that he is a leader for Texas.
Linda McGee, who voted at Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church in Houston's 3rd Ward, said the most important issues for her are abortion, voting rights, and immigration. She had a simple message for Cruz.
Go home. That's what I'd like him to do. Go home and stay home. He hates women. He hates minorities. I agree with none of his politics.
But what are voters in Colin Allred's backyard focused on? For that, we go to the Texas Newsroom's Blaze Gainey in Dallas.
Dallas voters who said they were backing Allred consistently brought up character and the desire for more bipartisan collaboration among lawmakers in Washington. A few hours before Cruz and Allred.
Hey, Big Tex.
Oh, shit. Sorry about that, man.
Hey, look out. Huh? They don't like how I came through dripping like. Text when I'm rolling it up. Ain't going back what you holding it for. By the end of the night, I be folding you.
What's going on, Jennifer? Wow. Ain't what I want. Sorry about that.
Head south on Wyoming Trail toward India Trail, then turn left onto India Trail. Turn right onto Nevada Trail. Take the next right onto Nevada Trail, then turn left onto Bedford-Euless Road.
Appreciate it. I try, man. I try to stay presentable at all times. So I'm eating this apple right now.
Take the next left onto Bedford-Euless Road.
I can go face the sun. Yeah, go ahead and look around for a hot minute. Good.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Airport Freeway.
Yes, I am a veteran. I'm a retired veteran. I did over 29 years. I went in at 17. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. A 17-year-old kid.
So yeah, looking at the next 5 games, I'm terrified of what this team could possibly look like.
And we can talk about it more as the day goes along. We can talk about it more as the week goes along. I'm not giving up on the team, but I'm also wondering at what point do you look at it and you're like,
I think you need a real general manager.
Like they might be giving you everything.
That's always been my issue. Just once they lost Jimmy Johnson, it really got exposed. I mean, for an owner to have an ego with a coach is like pathetic. But that's what the product is.
At the light, turn left onto Airport Freeway.
General manager is a full-time, like that's a 24/7, 365 job. And I was a college coach. So I can imagine being a GM, and I would love to be a GM. But yeah, you working 100 and some hours a week. Jerry's not working that long. Jerry comes around for the draft, and that's it. He put no time into it. They'll be all right. They going back to their mansions, man. They'll be good.
Use the left lane.
They'll be all right, B.
Left onto the ramp to Texas 121 Texpress.
You'll go back to their mansions and they are luxury vehicles. They'll be all right.
Lane to take the Texas 121 ramp.
They'll be all right, B. Only way I love the Cowboys if Jerry Jones write me a check every month, every week. If he's writing me a check every week, yeah, I love the Cowboys too, but that's not the case. So, I only wear military gear. Like I got t-shirts on my wear military gear. They still pay me, so I'll promote that. You know, but other than that, I don't wear too many deals. Gotta get in that lane. Stay over here. Yeah, exactly. Need to like clockwork. I don't need a lot of it. If I want to be comfortable, I can put gas in my car and keep a roof over my head. Heck yeah. That's how them dudes, they okay. They playing football, it's a sport. They can't play forever.
In 2 miles, use the right lane to take the Texas 121 north exit toward DFW Airport.
Yeah, man, more money, more problems, bro. More money, more problems. Damn, dude, you all in my lane. So she gone. Alicia Richardson. Wow. Wow, she's over here. Wow, Snyder.
In half a mile, use the right lane to take the Texas 121 North exit toward DFW Airport.
What's going on with that tree?
Use the right lane to take the Texas 121 North exit.
Gotta start by getting the apple a day in. Especially after I work out. I was not eating until like 3 or 4 o'clock. I need fruit or something. Give me something. Give me a little lotion.
What did you see live that made you has not helped me at all. Other than once they've done it, they'll explain a little more or something. But even that part of it, they didn't explain that very well at all.
They're saying if you're saying quarterback trying to go inside and run into the receiver to get the penalty, like he's trying to draw a penalty instead of play defense
to go around it. I don't understand exactly what the coverage is supposed to do there. But if you're saying that it's not illegal contact because it wasn't any further than 5 yards, like okay, I guess. I don't know, but it looked like bad.
All right, there was plenty of other stuff happening in the NFL yesterday.
And the Cowboys did plenty of other things to screw themselves over. So like, I don't want to be like, there were so many other poor things done. That one in particular felt like that was a poor play by the refs.
Yeah, absolutely. That is just a thing we're discussing, not a reason why they lost the game or anything. A lot of stuff happened in the NFL. The shocking Baltimore loss to Cleveland, though, at this point, I mean, it feels like we get one of those every single weekend. But let's go to the Commanders, because they looked like they were going to win the game most of the day. And all of a sudden, Bears put on the surge, take the lead with 23, 24 seconds left, and then it's over. They're going to lose. But then Jaden Daniels finds a former Cowboy to get this done.
Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line. And it's caught. It's a miracle. It's still on the ground. Oh my goodness.
Dan Quinn got it from Dallas.
Was that your reaction?
Probably gave him pistol practice. He gave a different physical. He said, I'm taking that win.
Almost automatically celebrate it, but then you're like, well, that's not the team that I wanted to win. Like, obviously, I want our divisional team.
That's the team I wanted to win.
Okay. Why is that?
Because I'm hoping that Washington, over these next 5 to 10 years, turns it around, perennial playoff team, makes it to a Super Bowl, so you can see that Daniel Snyder was the whole issue. This unbelievable football franchise that had this historic franchise that you couldn't get tickets to goes into the dumps of all dumps for multiple decades.
Dumps of all dumps.
And the owner
the dumps of all
has to sell the
dumps.
team. He has to get rid of the team, and then they almost immediately turn it around into a playoff team and then become a perennial contender. I just think that would be an awesome storyline for Cowboy fans.
You were there in DC when that all happened.
Yeah.
Like you saw their fans experience just the doldrums of it all.
Yeah. And so they just left. They just stopped showing up. They just said, I'm tired of it. I'm not showing
I'm just so I don't get fined.
I'm not supporting it anymore. Now, Jerry's lucky. It never got to that. And Jerry has probably never been as bad as Daniel Snyder. But, like, there's this feeling for the first time, possibly. I know this is getting back into Cowboys talk instead of around the NFL.
That's fine.
It does start to feel like more people are turning into me than ever before. Where it's like, look, I won a game. Or if my kid wants to go out and take batting practice at 8 o'clock last night, batting practice, I am going to spend time with my family. I have it. It's recorded. It's good to go. And I didn't do that. I did watch the game live last night every second, but I'm not going to waste a second of my life on the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, it's interesting that you say that because last night at 30-10, and people are mentioning us on social media being like, is it about to get a lot worse? And I know that was the concern. I was thinking, if it gets worse, do I watch the rest of the game later and fast forward it and catch up on
Watch it gets worse.
Show, if you ever seen it, it's on
fire.
Plus. It's really, really good. But I was already thinking, is there something else maybe we'll do with the rest of our time? I'm glad I stuck it out because obviously the Cowboys came back, but not all the way. But I was very entertained the rest of the way. But I bail. What are we gonna do?
I asked this question on Facebook on the 105.3 fan Club Dolo page. It said for all Cowboys fans who are thinking about jumping ship, I understand. I'm feeling that right now. And I said for those who are finding a life vest, why?
Life vest.
You're not jumping off this ship. If you're going down with it, and there are lots of different answers about being a loyal fan and how if you're a loyal fan, you have to stick with the team no matter what and all those things. There's a lot of different conversation there. So if you want to go check that out on the Club Tolo page, go ahead and do that. As for the Hail Mary pass, The time hit 13 seconds to make that
12.74
He
seconds.
did do a good job of creating that
Yes,
time.
and that's what he does well. He has one of the best deep ball throwers right now in the game. Just look at what he does with Terry McLaurin. And Terry McLaurin, by the way, 5 for 125 yesterday, good receiver. He also gets a fantastic block to knock the guy down so he can set his feet, put the ball up in the air, and it bounces off the front people, and there's somebody in Noah Brown in the back. That was magic, man. It was a terrible game for the most part.
Oh my God, it's the worst.
I actually, this is one of those games though that I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not watching Red Zone to watch all the other stuff and this at the same time. I'm going to focus on this one. Caleb Williams was wildly inaccurate. Couldn't find a receiver downfield. Had to scramble for his life the entire game. Jaden Daniels, all that Romo wanted to discuss was, hey, it's the Ribs. You got to, and you were in the same boat as a watcher. You were like, oh my gosh, every time he takes off, his ribs. And then he's like, no, I'm fine. I know how to do this. I know exactly how to run. He ran a read option to start the game. What are you doing there? And they couldn't run the ball effectively. They struggled to run the ball, but they were putting the ball downfield. They stayed just close enough. When the DeAndre Swift 56-yard touchdown happened, I was like, wow, that's how they win this game. And then, hold on, I know Jaden Daniels can throw. I know he can put a ball in the air. And then it happened that way. It was special. And there's some magic right now in Washington.
I
Some
understand
magic
playing
in
back
Washington.
to a certain extent if you're the Bears,
Some
but the play
magic.
before the Hail Mary, I think there's 6 seconds to go.
Some magic
Oh, it
in
was
Washington.
brilliant by Cliff Kingsbury, the calls that he made on those plays.
It was really weird
Some
that the Bears
magic
were
in
like,
Washington.
I will absolutely give up the 12 to 15 yards and the sideline that will facilitate you getting out of bounds and getting into position for a Hail Mary. Because otherwise, Jaden Daniels, I'm not saying he didn't have a huge arm, but he would have had to throw the ball 70 yards in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And it was weird to me the way the Bears were just like, that's fine.
Yeah, they were.
Knock yourself.
They got stuff. They got screens underneath too. It was really good play calling by Kingsbury, who knew. He probably in his mind, he's probably gone over that thousands of times. Here's how I'm going to do this if I'm going to do this in a minute and a half.
Ari used to be on the pre and post game show here. He's down the hall. I think he does college football stuff here.
Great dude.
Okay, great dude. And he's a Bears fan. And I'll throw this out at you because I said, look, it was awesome as a football fan. I get as a Bears fan, it's miserable.
Yep.
The worst. Like, can you imagine if that was the Cowboys against Washington and you're fighting for a playoff spot with kind of those teams? Is if you let them snap the ball there, same players, you can do different defenses, whatever, 100 times. How many times does that get completed? I said twice out of 100. Like you,
I could see that. I was
like
gonna
if
say
you
2
were
or 3
if you were
times.
at practice and you allowed Washington to have that play, and the same defenders are out there for Chicago. I mean, it's in a way pure luck. You had to do certain things to get the luck to go up, or your percentage to go up to, like, I don't know, 5%.
Yeah.
But it was unfortunate that the 1 out of 100 or 3 out of 100 times actually happened on the real play.
And I know some people are blaming, and I totally understand why, Tyreek Stevenson. So the social media now, Corey, you cracked a smile. I assume you have seen this video.
He's on today's misses.
The social media video of him like dancing around and hyping up the crowd and everything like
And
that.
then the play starts, and he's still turned around the wrong way.
So
And he's the. Oh, I'm sorry. You're probably about to say this. He's the guy that tipped the ball to Noah Brown.
always knock it down.
He's the one that did
Never tip it up.
It's just a bad look.
So he tweeted out to Chicago and my teammates, my apologies for lack of awareness and focus. The game ain't over until zeros hit the clock. Can't take anything for granted. Notes taken. Improvement will happen.
Just ask Freddie Freeman.
So I at least appreciate him stepping out and be like, holy crap, that was stupid. And I don't know if he still had his pads on when he tweeted that out.
He said that he
sometimes
didn't,
that happens.
after the game was over, he didn't search out tweets and then go talk to the people who tweeted about it.
I guess not. I didn't. You're like, that's a whole other thing we'll get into. I didn't time check when that message came out, but I appreciate him taking some of the blame for that. But we probably don't really have time to dive in on the Lions yesterday, but I just want you to think about this.
We'll get to the Cowboys loss not feel as bad, I guess.
Dude, that was it for For NFL fans, yesterday was a really fun day.
It was.
There were some really exciting things that happened
If you
yesterday.
have particular rooting interests, it might have been a soul-crushing day. But, you know, if you're just a general fan of football, there you go. We're the KNC Masterpiece right here on 105.3 The Fan. Coming up next, it's time for Baseball Nuggets with Mike Basak.
What a series. And can it happen again tonight? Next.
Coming up in the next G-Bag Nation, a proper Cowboys Monday coming out of San Francisco. Broadus will have Krusty's Corner at 3:40.
Krusty's
Nation
Corner.
runs 2 to 7. The Fan.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Strong, board-certified urologist and Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. In my 12 years of practice as a reproductive urologist, I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS. It really wasn't easy before. You had to take time out of your day, come to a physical office, and see a specialist like me in person. Now, through HIMSS.com, you can get world-class sexual health care and a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. It starts with a free assessment from a medical provider licensed in your state who can determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. So don't wait. Join the hundreds of thousands of guys who've gotten help for their ED through HIMSS.
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. Military veterans and active duty service members, you can become a certified cyber warrior with just 12 weeks of training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, and IT pros with these skills often enjoy abundant opportunity and a great lifestyle. Protect our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. GI Bill, SkillBridge, and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP.
Yeah, whatever.
Introducing the new Swiffer Power
I'm not
Mop.
doing
The all-in-one
it.
tool
I'm big school.
mop and bucket clean in half the
Law
time.
school.
The solution is built right in, so no heavy
Shit
buckets
is
long.
long.
And the path has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get deep into the ground. It's all mop harder, mop smarter.
As cybersecurity awareness winds down, LifeLock reminds you to update your software regularly. These updates fix security flaws that can be exploited by identity thieves, but don't stop there. LifeLock offers comprehensive identity theft protection that goes the extra mile. LifeLock not only alerts you to suspicious use of your info, but also takes action to resolve identity theft issues, guaranteed or your money back. Start your 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Voting in Texas is complicated by design. The Election Protection Hotline at 866-OUR-VOTE is here to help. We're a nonpartisan network here to empower every Texan to vote with the knowledge they need. Whether it's registering as a first-time voter, finding your polling place and getting there, getting an absentee ballot, or recognizing intimidation and suppression and reporting it. Call when you face problems at the polls.
Wow.
No problem is too
I
large.
just arrived to the job. I'll be logging back on later. I got this class. It's like an hour long.
687-8683.
Like from 11 to
Sponsored by
12.
the Texas
We do it every
Civil
Monday
Rights
called
Project.
Confidence Coaching and Confidence.
Need new windows?
Yeah, I figure I'd go today.
Co-owner of Best Buy Windows and Siding has the perfect play.
Thanks, Mike. Hellos. Get 10 single hung windows for just $59.
I'd rather be out marketing, talking to people, trying to find home buyers.
Saving today with Best Buy
But
Windows and Siding.
I'll figure I'll do this today.
A lifetime warranty is included on all our windows for peace of mind.
Call 469 Windows or visit BestBuyWindowsAndSiding.com today.
Gotta get my
The future of cool, comfortable sleep is here. Introducing the new Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed. The only smart bed in the world that actively cools and effortlessly adjusts to both of you. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. It actively cools to keep you cool and comfortable throughout the night. Save on smart beds now during our fall sale. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. SleepNumber.com.
might have been like 30. Maybe 50. I don't know.